What up? I'm Shep Apelka, and this is the Braves TomaBlog. So, I went to SunTrust Park, and it blew my mind. I wanted to hate it. I wanted to hate it, and I wanted to sit in front of you guys and roast it. I wanted to roast the Braves for moving parks out of a park that was perfectly good. I wanted to roast them for chasing money. I wanted to move them for causing gentrification. I wanted to roast them for charging you too much money. And I wanted to roast them for ruining traffic in Atlanta. And I showed up, and I was bedazzled from arrival to departure by one of the most beautiful stadiums in the game of baseball, by one of the best surroundings I've ever seen, and one of the best environments in all of the game of baseball. I have scattered family, and I have well-traveled, affluent parents. My mom has the goal of seeing every ballpark in America before she dies, and through her efforts, I've seen this list of ballparks that I've been to, and I'm hard-pressed to say that any of them can match up to SunTrust Park. There was no traffic going in or out of the stadium. It was actually faster to travel from Gwinnett County to Cobb than it would have been to get to Turner Field. There were almost no lines. It was the most well-run, well-educated, friendliest staff I've ever had at a baseball game. It's a remarkably compact, intimate park. There are 10,000 fewer seats at SunTrust than there were at Turner Field. I can assure you it outdoes Turner Field in every single way possible. Now, that's not to ignore the implications of this team moving across town from one part of Atlanta to the other. I don't like that the Braves moved across town for the sake of money, although I understand it, and I don't think that the Braves will come to regret it. When the Braves were moving out of Turner Field, Atlanta put the stadium up for auction almost immediately. Georgia State bought the stadium. It wasn't really surprising. It made a lot of sense. Georgia State is right there. Georgia State is, of course, the school that I go to currently. Now, it was cool at first. We got to stop overpaying for parking. We could park at Turner Field. And the school started renovating it to make it into a football stadium in the upcoming years. Unfortunately, that's not all they're doing. Georgia State is looking to take almost all that property in that area or transition it into a new section of campus. And in doing so, the president, Mark Becker, and the construction company involved, Carter USA, has refused to speak with the residents in that area. They're refusing to speak with them about their intentions, further implications on the community and the homes that the people live in. People are currently living in tents outside of Turner Field in an Occupy Wall Street style protest to try to get the president of the university to talk with the residents. One day, 10 or 15 years from now or something like that, I will be at a Georgia State football game at Turner Field. I'll take my son to a Georgia State football game, and I'll look at him and I'll say, "Hey, son, this is a beautiful stadium, isn't it?" And they'll be like, "Dad, why don't we have fresh water?" And I'll be like, "Stop asking stupid questions. Did you know that the Braves used to play here?" And he'll be like, "What? The Braves used to play here? Why would they leave such a beautiful stadium?" And I'll be like, "Well, good question, son. There was too many black people in the area for them." And I'll be like, "Black people? There's no black people here." And I'll be like, "Well, that's a good point. Georgia State got rid of the rest of them, but you know how gentrification works. What are you, 8?" Now, SunTrust Park is delightful. I say this not at all to derail what the Braves have done in moving stadiums. It's 100% worth it. Don't be scared by traffic or prices or anything like that. I assure you it is 100% worth your travels there. Also, don't forget the implications of the Braves moving stadiums and the implication that it has on the community in Atlanta, even if we are the beneficiaries of it. So perhaps a little on the nose with this video. I understand. The point of it is to say that this is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, do not forget the implications of the Braves moving to one of the whitest areas of Atlanta. On the other, don't miss it. It's the nicest stadium that you're going to see in Atlanta. It's one of the nicest stadiums in all of Major League Baseball. I'm really excited. It's a super exciting time to be a Braves fan as we move into a literal new era of Braves baseball. So I really hope you enjoyed, and go Braves.